Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights.
Coffee.
I do the impossible. Impossible.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Two and now on first down. Going right back to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season. Nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Dolphins at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Check mark in the box for the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Oh, these niggas just pulled up on us, dog. Woo-wee.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wait up another one. We can get him out of here first.
Throwing is Cousins.
Oh, I got
that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that. Forcing that incompletion.
That's hard.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And Tua going to slide.
No, he better not. Get the fuck out of here.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one spanning even 65 yards in the air, according to next-gen stats.
That's because you got that damn that game on the
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Move that little bar in the middle.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh,
he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
I know. Oh, yeah, you seen that ransom? You seen that ransom on the page? Tell her. Yeah. $1,500. Dang. Get on,
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, An open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Over the middle, it's complete.
3 kills for 1,000.
Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A chance for Waddle on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. On the move past the 40. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're going to give up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go. They talking about making for the God of War here. They might have a.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
At all.
Bro, who lands here, bro?
Nigga, keep going.
And then this nigga flew slow in the beginning.
I've never seen so many people.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend.
This nigga Alley is
in the end zone.
That was
true. They were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short beat gave the opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. But once he saw that he had an open field, There's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Shoot. Scan.
I did.
Good call.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10
Oh.
at their own 25-yard line.
I can't let him hit again.
He'll start by handing it
Oh,
off to
he got me
Dalvin
with the
Cook. And he's
bamboozle.
got some space here. And they
Let's go.
across the 45.
Yeah, sit out ceiling
That's
there,
good
nigga.
for 21 yards and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line.
Oh, clean one up, Kelly.
Attack, aren't we?
Kelly,
Not
I
only
went.
are they controlling the
Oh, he
initial
picked it up.
contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain.
I would be
Next
going
2 to
nuts
3
with this
seconds
boat.
to continue to
Oh
move
my
people.
gosh, bro.
Bro, look that bitch
Again, it's
up.
Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front.
I have
They just
441.
engaged and held their ground. But how
I
about
can't
the
go
guy who
fucking
made
heal
the
him up,
play?
right?
We
The
often
pick this
talk
nigga
about
just
whether
to
they
make
take
it
a good first
damn.
step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because it bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tua-Mania on 3rd down here. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Where's your antennas?
From midfield, here's Tua. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Right.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Play action. Now it's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. Off of play action, Tua-Mania. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Tua-Mania to throw on 2nd down here. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Going to the air, Tua-Mania. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. It's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I think they flew out.
Left. It took 8 hours for me to get over here.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I know they was here, nigga.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Throwing quickly. And the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
Thank you,
maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, it's Cook again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage. But right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Emmanuel Agnew picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. He's still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram, the offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Waddle now to return it. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On pass is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You better stop playing with me, 140, nigga.
Here's Cousins.
Oh, there goes teammates.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that got the interception.
I got to talk shit to you.
Face that guy in the
I got to talk shit to you.
Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
This nigga's just dropped all them niggas. Team wipe.
A bad time for a roughing penalty.
Oh.
And they get
Got a
the
blast.
1st and 10.
I didn't even get to loot that hoe, bro.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy.
Damn, I ain't get
runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Oh, nigga right here.
Man, please.
3. Just push right, push right, push right.
Keep going. She want beast on to keep going. Yeah, take off.
They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far.
Oh,
this
he was right there.
To get back into it,
So
but
sealed out the way,
to punch this ball in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That bitch low.
Oh, right here.
They run it again with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about
Oh,
2.
shit, clutch. He's clutch.
The previous week, he got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off.
Scan, nigga. Scan, Charles.
Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6.
Damn, I feel like an ass.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
I feel like an asshole. Damn.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
I'd be back.
Just got on. That nigga sold. With all this shit.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Never got that.
Tua going to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Edmonds again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Tua now, third and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Cousins now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Gas gods, Texas.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all. And you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And then just sold that game on a 2v1.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
On a 2v1, they went right back to the portal. I'm healing. He went back to the portal. Ray went back to it. He go back to it with our teammate instead of standing right there and healing, and they was on the other side of the portal.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Okay, right?
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 41, Tua. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated.
Oh, let me turn my shit up, bro. You know they got the new update out.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, we know why. There's 3 turnovers by that offense. That's ultimately what doomed it.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Dolphins, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
Waddle his touchdown.
Dominant bus, huh?
Jerome Baker.
Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you dare look in the press, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out with your hands on. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm Wilson, superstar. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold.
Alright, man. He don't take me.
Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. My girl, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's in him, space, yeah. From then I say it's everything. She went to tame my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Oh shit. That's why my shit broke.
Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5 days stay, take off for the meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off reception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the
man, don't put me in close friends again.
Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the take off the gossip, take off
or something good, bro. Like, come on, I don't hear no music.
Take off the Birkin bag.
Man, I'm not trying to hear.
What do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs.
Uh-oh.
Stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they